Splash of romance, one of my favorite topics. Have you heard about it? Have you thought, I'm sailing with friends, so it's not for me? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm going to cover a few things. I'm going to cover what it is, what it costs, what the most valuable benefits are, what the one perk is that almost everybody agrees is disappointing, and most importantly, whether Splash of Romance is right for you. Ahoy sailors, my name is Rob and I'm here to tackle Virgin Voyages one topic at a time. Welcome to OVT. So first, the number of Splash of Romance packages for each sailing is definitely limited. If you're interested, you should commit to it as soon as possible. The actual number isn't published anywhere, but most sources seem to believe that there's about 75 cabins that it's offered to. And that's an important point. You're buying it for your cabin, not per sailor. So the cost is $250 and the value to you depends on a number of factors. We bought Splash of Romance for our sailing back in January, and it was one of the best choices that we ever made. The first benefit, early embarkation. Other than suites, Rockstar, and sailors with status, you'll be the first to embark. And for us, that was the most valuable perk because we booked late and we got stuck with a 4:15 embarkation. So getting a few hours extra on the ship for us was almost like getting another day on the cruise. So that's the primary reason that we got it. Another benefit of early boarding, you're the first to access the ship Wi-Fi. Before the masses arrive, you get to book the spa, the fitness classes, entertainment experiences, and so on. And you're first to be able to walk up to the host at the restaurants to book a reservation if you didn't get the reservations that you wanted on the app. Personally, we felt that early embarkation was worth the price alone. The next benefit is definitely the 3-hour passes in the thermal suite at Redemption Spa. On a sea day, when these spots are hardest to get, the cost is $59 per passenger, and it's rumored to be going up to $79. Regardless, that's a value of $120 to $160, which is half the price of the package right there. Another of our favorite benefits is the shake for champagne. Now, I know not everybody drinks champagne, and we saw some people actually giving away their bottle on the last night, but for us, it provided a very special moment on the cruise. We had met a few couples that we hung out with, and we got to pop a bottle of champagne together, our treat. And it's worth mentioning that Virgin Voyages does provide a few opportunities for free bubbly, but it's never champagne. It's their sparkling wine, and there definitely is a big difference. With the Shake for Champagne, they bring you a $95 bottle of Moet and Chandon, pretty much anywhere, anytime, and that's pretty cool unto itself. And a pro tip, thanks to my friend Kirsten, ask for glass champagne flutes instead of the plastic ones that they bring you. They just make the moment a little bit more special. There's something called the Splash of Romance Get-Together, and it's totally worth attending. I think they call it the sail away hour, but ours was actually the evening of day 2, which sounds weird for a sail away hour, but it also sounds really common. We all met up at the upper deck. We had bottomless bubbly, we had bottomless sangria, which was delicious. Besides the free booze though, it's a great way to spend an hour and meet people. 2 of the couples that we met that day are now our besties. We're sailing again with them in early 2026 and looking forward to that. Have you purchased Splash of Romance before? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you thought about it and what the most valuable perk was for you. And while paused, if you like this content, please do me a favor, take a moment to hit the like button and to subscribe. It just tells YouTube that other cruisers might like this content as well. I thank you in advance. On to the last couple of benefits, the cold pressed juices and what Virgin calls their sultry bites. While we like the juices, many kind of scoff that they come out of a container. They are 100% squeezed juices, but maybe pouring them from a container isn't seen as quite high quality. The price if you buy them is about $7 each, so over the 6-day cruise, we saved about $80 on them. But would we have had them each morning? If not for the package, probably not. As for the sultry bites, well, this is the perk that definitely gets panned the most. A couple of times on our cruise, they were waiting in our room when we got back. Once they were macaron, and the other time they were chocolates. Honestly, they weren't that great. We took a bite out of them and basically put them back on the plate and left them for our cabin steward to take back. We definitely agreed with the consensus on this. So I tried to put a value on the things that have a dollar amount associated with them. The value of the Shake for Champagne, the thermal suite, and the juices is about $330, give or take. You can't put a price on early embarkation. You can't put a price on the exclusive party and the sultry bite. So that's really all up to you. So is Splash of Romance right for you? As you can tell, romance is somewhat misleading. Whether sailing with a significant other or sailing with friends, there's definitely a ton of value to be had. But only if you value what's included. And maybe as important, whether you can take advantage of all of the perks. If you're a rock star, for example, if you have status, or even if you just have a great embarkation time like 2 p.m., you won't benefit from early embarkation. If you're on a short sailing and you won't have time for the redemption spa, that's a lot of value that you're not taking advantage of. So although our next cruise is 7 days, we only have one sea day, and we got a 2:15 embarkation. For that reason, despite the fact that we loved Splash of Romance on our last cruise, it didn't make sense for us, so we're not getting it. But if the value is there for you, especially if you have late embarkation, Splash of Romance is something that I highly recommend. Just remember, there's only 75 packages available out of roughly 1,400 cabins. It almost always sells out, so decide quickly. Well, that's Splash of Romance, and that's my one Virgin topic for today. Do you have any questions that I didn't answer? Are there any other topics that you'd like to hear about? Leave a message below. And until next time, ahoy, sailor.